All right, welcome everyone, Resemblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Beastars, Season 3, Episode 2. There's a murderer on the loose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And a repeated serial killer, murderer, and they're the Beastar.
They're the Beastar. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And they have your file, Legoshi.
They are
That's
curious and interested in you in a way that you don't want them to be.
You really don't. No.
No.
But, you don't have time to worry about that because right now you just, are maybe about to eat your neighbor. I don't know. We'll have to see how that panned out.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's going to be good for your living situation.
No. Even if they go down the angle of, like, she entered your apartment, what have you.
Yeah.
She's concerned and everything, like, and she's very kind, meaningful and all that stuff. This is probably something that could end up being a larger noise complaint where then another tenant hears her scream or something, and then it's the...
And you've got a record. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not going to go well. Unless she's a saint, she's wonderful, and she's just like, okay...
Hey,
I understand. I shouldn't have intruded upon your business. I'm sorry. I will have to make a formal complaint with the apartment and everything, but I won't mention anything of this.
Right.
This is on me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Right. And then she goes away knowing maybe a bit more about carnivores.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But yeah, this is also one of those situations, Legoshi, where you kind of do need your panda buddies' help.
You really
with
do.
This. You really shouldn't be doing it this way.
Yeah, don't try and solo it.
This is not good.
You need a professional's help. And hey,
really do.
You already got his help before, so you know what that entails, and he'd be great at it.
He would not only like help you with it, he'd probably also like take you in to help him with this, but I guess you don't find him ethically, I don't know, good enough for you.
Listen, you're young, and you've got all that youthful fire and everything, but like knowing to accept help from your elders, very important,
very mature.
That is part of the beginning of wisdom.
It is.
Yeah,
admitting you know nothing. Yeah.
Yep.
But all right, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh, right.
All right. Opening. What? Wait, this is so fun.
Yeah. Oh.
I was
Is
right.
that the Beastar me think? Yeah.
I was right. Did you see the silhouette?
Those are some donkey ears.
This is an alternate universe where BoJack took over,
Can you imagine how hilarious it would be if in the English dub they got BoJack's VA? Yeah, let's follow up on this. Remember to close and lock your door, Legoshi. The way he was specifically focusing on the leg. And then he calms down. Yeah, okay.
生きた草食獣の肉
Yep. Nikite. Maybe stand up.
電気が通らないんですけどどうしたらいいですかね
Oh.
遠隔操作で通電させてくれるから
Okay.
携帯持ってる
No.
ズーズルで調べたら番号出てくるわ
Zoozle.
世界史海洋語
It's a student, yeah.
Trying to get his GED.
あ10代なの
あ17です今はうどん屋で働いて
By the way, sorry about that.
17にしちゃ靴地味じゃない
大型肉食獣用ってあんま
I feel ya.
Yep.
That's...
That's so real.
私そのメーカーで働
People make shoes for feet,
No
not
way
flippers.
you work for that brand. That's wild.
お世話になっております
What?
なんかこういう会話をしていると食欲が
Yeah, nice and grounding. Yeah.
俺レゴシと言いますご挨拶遅れて
すごい
申し
傷
訳ございません
No contact, please. No contact, please.
俺に触れないでお願いします
Yeah.
Oh.
電力会社の番号 調べてあげる。
Wouldn't exactly call this a meet cute, but
She's not giving her name.
どうして逃げずにここにいてくれるんですか？
My legs don't work right now.
yeah.
食獣にちゃんと名前で呼ばれたのが久しぶりで。
Oh, so 7 is her actual name, not
Wait,
not
really?
like her room number.
I thought it was her room number.
I totally thought it was her room number.
なん飲んで平気なのかよ。ああ大丈夫だって
Wait.
うい
What, an energy drink?
空じゃねえか
This bitch empty.
Yeah.
Yeet. Guess who's
Hey.
back?
Yep.
Back again.
ああこれは
肉酔いか食肉の禁断症状だろ、俺のせいか
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
低の肉食獣はこれをされるとライオンの強さはただの武器だ使い方を間違えるなよ
I've known and killed a few of your kind.
もう痛くはないんですか？
思ったより不便は感じないよ
Like a dull kind of pain. Sure.
やっぱり不安なんですね。
違うだから体が欠損したくらいで大騒ぎしないし何も怖くないだから
What? All right. Well, graduation indeed.
ちょっとなかったことに
ああいいよ
してもらってもいい？
俺も忘れる
Yep.
い
Wait,
や
wait.
ちょっと忘れるって。
Yeah.
情け深くありたくて俺にキスしたんだこの話は終わりだ
Yeah. Damn.
Wow, that's
He's-
pretty cold.
傷つきます。
Yeah. The gang life it changed me.
Yeah. Damn. I'm sorry, Juno. That's rough.
はずだったのに未だにつきまとってくる
Fun. So it's an energy drink.
It gives you that same buzz
Uh-huh.
as if you'd just eaten meat.
Oh. Cool.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a visualization of
Right.
basically them getting the rush that they haven't felt in potentially, ever. That's extremely exploitative and gross, but
Yep.
all fours.
Oh, is he gonna try and eat one of them?
Whoa, wait. Maybe this is much more
Much more extreme, yeah.
Much more extreme,
Because I
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
it wouldn't have been any of these guys' first time having meat. Like, they're gangsters and stuff, right? Like,
Yeah. Boom!
yeah. All right, what was that, bro?
キヌスにはわずかだが草食獣の骨と肉
Bones and meat.
何度も飲むうちに物足りなくなるそして
Of course. It's just not enough then.
そういうことか
It gets even worse. Like, it's even crazier.
It's such a regular looking box.
センター街表社会にもこれを売るってことか
Go mainstream.
つら出しちゃ売れるものも売れなくなる
And they want carnivores to act out to then.
Yeah.
これでどうだ
What?
Holy shit.
We already were taking this guy seriously, but what?
アムちゃんじゃん休日なのに売り場視察相変わらず仕事熱心だね
Oh, they call her that?
Uh-huh.
でも大丈夫。作り笑いでやり過ごせる。それが私の所詮。
Damn.
この点ラムちゃんはただニコニコしてればいいんだから、
これちょっと小さい
ラムちゃん知り合い
隣人です
言った彼氏かと思った
違いますけどそれにこの方の名前セブンさんですよ
Yeah.
そうそう。大人同士のジョーク。ね。
俺たちそんな
Yeah. The shame!
よく考えたらひどすぎじゃね
Yeah!
誰からいら
We can make a stand for that.
ていうかプライベートは邪魔だまた会社でじゃあなセブンさん
Seven-san.
と社内のいじめに耐えて必死でやってきた。
And then he just comes along and is like,
それなのに それで私を助けたつもり？
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
彼氏だと誤解されたのが嫌だったんですか？
No.
でも俺ちゃんと否定したし。
子供本当に。
Yeah, the idea that some kid suddenly just trivializes a problem that you've been dealing with for so long.
愛想笑いの一つもせず、たった一言であいつらを黙らせた。
I like that she's being open about it.
Yeah.
セブンさん。
なんでついてくるのよ。一匹で。
I'm sorry.
すみませんでした。
Yeah, okay.
セブンさんの気持ちもよく考えずに。
Also, you didn't go very far. Like.
謝ってほしい相手からいざ謝られると惨めな気持ちになるの。あ
Oh. That kind of ego. Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
なたは悪くないのよ。当然だけどね。
right. It was just frustrating.
バカ真面目ね。
Oh. This little wholesome interaction.
Yeah, oh sweet.
This is wonderful.
Oh my god, this is somebody he can ask for advice about what to do in his relationship with Haru.
Sure. We are the rats. The
Yeah,
rats.
yeah, yeah.
Rats.
Wait, what?
ゴーヘン。
What?
It's the Rat King. They've assembled. Yes,
oh
I knew
my
it.
god!
I knew it. Yes, yes, the music and
Fantastic.
everything. Oh my god, this
the
is
smallest
incredible.
and weakest of carnivores.
This is
Incredible.
yes.
They each have a roll of money.
They hustled you good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic.
Wait. Wait. What?
This is bad company and I love it. Yes.
Yes.
I literally had this as a D&D character at one point.
Well.
Oh my god.
Holy
What
shit.
the fuck?
堂々すら反応しない小型種族も、そしてこの僕も、
This is the good cop here, huh?
そのちっぽけな命を救うの。
Oh my god, the god complex and everything.
Yeah. That was so
Okay.
terrifying when they just took the bag and just...
日頃の行いが災いしたな。
Oh, so he's been using them. They work for him. Oh, that's clever.
科捜研の分析では、麻薬のような
So
成
wait,
分が
maybe
含まれてるらしい。
No, he's Palpatining this.
you think he's playing both sides?
Oh, absolutely.
But then why is he pretending with this guy when
Because he doesn't want anyone to know that he's Palpatining it.
Oh, I guess so.
初めて
I was just wondering if it was potentially a test, but
これで家賃や電気代を払ってはるちゃんに花とか買いたいな。
Oh.
逃亡家に関してはよく知らずに扱ってるようですね。
Yep, just don't tell him.
まずは1本お試しで。
Yeah, the bits of red in there. Well, shit.
Wow,
Okay.
this is getting very complicated.
I like this as a way, though, for Lugoshi to become involved with it, though, because,
Yeah.
you know...
he would just get offered on the street.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah. It's nice and simple.
He's not going to be in that kind of, like, position of power and influence that Louis would be, where, you know, he might actually take an interest or whatever.
All right, we've seen the face
Okay.
of evil.
Yeah.
It is double dealing. It is pretending to
Yep.
be the hero
Right.
and also setting up the situation where we can have our rise in violent crime so that
We'll just
we
need a
would
clone army to, you know, deal with it, right? Like...
or some kind of answer that he will have the solution for. So
Right.
wow, okay, fun. Having though the apartment situation go so exceptionally well above
Yeah.
and beyond what it could have we could have even
Right.
hoped for
Yeah.
is exactly the kind of thing I need early on in the Beastars kind of
Exactly.
season story
Yeah.
because
It's gonna
Beastars
go
can
to
get
dark
really
places,
dark
but-
and heavy and sad and stuff. So let's
We need the
start
positivity,
start
too.
some with some happiness there.
Yep.
But you know, Legoshi, you are 17. So you're gonna be a little bit awkward and dumb at times where,
Right.
you know, when an adult is like, hey, you know, okay, kid, you're clearly just
You're right.
you're having a rough go of it.
Yeah.
Let me help you out. I work at a shoe place there. I
Yeah.
can get you a good pair, and
Not necessarily in his
good.
size though.
No, because that's
Oh,
the
right,
brand.
that was the
meaning
brand that he had. Yeah,
meaning
yeah,
that they absolutely could
Right,
get him a
right,
good
yes.
pair, and ends up kind of helping her, but also
Like,
kind of stepping on the toes of the yes, you could help, but also in the same ways which she kind of inserted herself into your situation. You inserting yourself into her situation can create that awkwardness of where it's like, bro, I was working them. I was moving up the corporate ladder, and I didn't care about the nicknames and the bullying because
I was
that
handling
made
it my
them
own way.
actually yeah, exactly. I was handling it my own way. And now my ego is hurt because you made so light of all that work that I put into it.
You did help, but you helped in a way where you fully flaunted your privilege over me. And that's frustrating.
That's
you know?
really frustrating.
That's real frustrating. I know you didn't do anything wrong. I'm just generally upset now.
Right. There is a reminder in this world, and in some ways this episode does it a few times, but there's a difference not just between, and it is really funny that we're bringing it up in this very like light way and then also very dark way, in that, carnivores and herbivores can absolutely get along together. Absolutely. Carnivores and herbivores can have issues together. Absolutely. Carnivores and carnivores, or herbivores and herbivores, can also have issues together.
Absolutely.
But you know what really has the big issues here? The big issue here is that some of the people are way bigger than some of the other animals who are way smaller.
Right.
And some asshole cop can grab a bag of rats and start beating them against the wall, probably killing
several,
few of them per hit.
Oh yeah, one of them was holding their friend who was non-responsive when they opened up the bag. Like that whole rat sequence. Okay, that was. I think that was my favorite sequence in the show because on the one hand we start with the rats and they're doing their thing. And we have the rat entrance and the do 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 do.
Well, they had the music that was literally like anyone that knows anything knows like, oh, it's the rat. The
All
rats
right,
are coming.
here we go. And they do their thing, and it's hilarious and awesome, and the joy and elation that I felt when I'm seeing all of them run with their little bundles of money, you know, and like going into the pipes and all that stuff. I'm like, yes, absolutely, I'm here for it, right?
I also love that the ones that are dealing and distributing the energy drink, you see the little legs, yes. But they thought this was Gohin.
Yeah.
They thought this was our boy. They thought this was our panda boy. They're like, wait,
Oh, hey.
what?
Oh,
Is that you? Like,
no.
Nope. It's just suddenly 500 rats stacked on top of each other. You know, you've heard of like three whatever's in a trench coat.
Yeah, three kobolds in a trench coat.
Three kobolds in a trench coat. But if you tried 500 rats stacked on top of each other to form a humanoid.
So I know many of you probably don't necessarily play D&D, but there was a slime race, and for a one-shot, I reflavored it as just an army of like 500 mice, and led by their fearless commander, and it was great. And so seeing this gave me so much joy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And so then to go from that, to give us this wonderful, like, emotional high, if you will, right? Of just the gloriousness of this scene, to suddenly they're in a bag, they're at the police station, and bam, bam, bam. Highest of highs to absolute rock bottom, pit in my stomach, balls sucked up into, like, you know, just, oh God. Like, that was incredible and terrifying.
That was incredible and terrifying.
Wow.
Also, I hope, but I wanted to bring this up, the bag that they fell into, the hands are gray. The cops don't have those hands. There's a very real possibility that even this scenario to save them and set them up is a microcosm of what our evil Beastar wants to do.
Right. Yeah.
Yaya. That's oh my god, I just realized
What?
the name is so fucking funny.
Why?
Yeah. Like
God damn it.
it's
God
literally
damn it.
it's literally the command you tell a horse to go faster. It's
Oh
just
my
my
God.
god.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that was probably him.
That
Yeah.
was probably him, and then thus that's how he knows that they were here. So no, he didn't come calling because one of the rats
Right.
was like, "We've been caught, boss," you know.
No, it's because he made sure that they got them.
And he reminds them of how important he is to save them.
Right.
By then also being the one to, because how would they know the
yeah.
route of how they were planning to get there?
Which
oh
which
my
also,
god, this guy's so fucking evil.
Also, anytime
my
you have the
God.
dramatic appearance of someone like this,
Yeah.
you really have to either sell the romance of everything just happens to work this way, and
Yes.
isn't it almost miraculous that they show up right
But
now?
no,
right?
that is not this show.
But that is not this show.
The show
and
is
so
the opposite.
anytime something like that happens, there has to be a reason for it. And so, even when he's saving them, he still has to make sure that they understand that he is condescending to save them. Ah, yes. Every
All
life,
lives
all
are
lives
equal.
are equal. Even
Equally-
such insignificant...
No. He said equally insignificant. All of
Oh.
us are equally insignificant.
Oh, damn. I missed that part.
Yeah.
Holy
he's
shit.
He's not saying they're insignificant. He's saying we are insignificant. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Full-
there's some fun.
Like, he'd have a god complex, and he might still, if not for the
Also-
fact that he is also saying that he himself is insignificant, and so maybe that's where he gets out of it a little bit, possibly.
Well, no. I don't think it's that. It's that. It's cognitive dissonance. He
Right.
has an element of himself that is incongruent with reality, but his vision of himself is in conflict with that. So then
Right.
his verbiage comes out at times probably in a way that betrays what he actually thinks and feels.
Right.
So because he's performing here, part of it could also be hammed up and thus
Sure. Yes.
constructed and crafted. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
sitting in front of the mirror being like, all lives are equal. No. All lives are equal.
Yes.
Equally insignificant. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Like that kind of like psychopathy or sociopathy. Just
Right.
Just
Yeah. I absolutely
He's
hate
gross.
him. Like, he is so gross, and I'm so excited for him to be the antagonist and for him to do his sick, fucked up shit.
Yeah, I love that. This is also one of those deals here where we don't need to necessarily know who else is involved with his scheme here.
But he might be
there's-
doing it solo for all
I
we
think
know.
he might be doing this primarily solo because an energy drink that's made in such a way that would have a leg up on the competition, basically. Like
Yes.
I feel like that's
Cocaine and Coca-Cola, you know?
Right. We're lacing it with stuff. That
Yeah.
itself is one, glaring issue there.
Right.
And thus his motivations could be just as simple as I'm going to make a shit ton of money.
Right.
Like, but what it more feels like is no, this would never pass the food and test.
Oh, absolutely.
The
not.
Food
Yeah.
and Drug Administration would
Right.
never let this go
No.
through.
And so it's more indirectly what I can get from this. Because
But someone had to have manufactured those cans, the logo, all that stuff.
yeah, and that's probably
And then the actual formula compound. That's
probably where
hundreds of people. Like
yes, but that is probably where his social influence comes into play, because people would not question him, and so if he basically comes by and basically just like adds a little something,
I'm with you, but I feel like what we're on a pivot point on is either he has like business investors that are just as evil as him.
Sure.
That don't care about the ethics of all this. And he's just the guy that can get a lot of it done.
I think
so. Is he the final boss? Or is it really just the the society that basically has like said, this is a brilliant idea. We will know nothing. You will go make us a shit ton of money.
I don't think money is the thing though. I think
Really?
we're dealing with like cabal Illuminati shit, where
But isn't that then just him then getting his rocks off, forcing
No.
carnivores to kill each other? Like,
no. That's what it could be, but he is a person with a bit more purpose and direction than that.
Well, I don't know.
And I think it's something where if he's the Beastar, right? So he has some level of societal influence, power, whatever, and so that is something that he values enough to have attained that position. Right, like if that makes sense, you know, like Louis was gunning for that, and you know, and he clearly values that,
right?
And so here we have this guy. He got there, he got that, but you know, carnivores are a little bit of a problem. You know,
if he's trying to do something that would force
society to actually
basically to put carnivores into like camps and stuff.
Exactly.
Like I see the thing for that, but that again is the kind of thing where it would lead towards the corporations, the people that basically like run these things.
Right.
It wouldn't necessarily be a full-on cabal. It could just literally be it's really expensive having to deal with all our products having a carnivore size or having like a just
or
like it could be that kind of banal evil,
or the only way that my power basically gets upended is through force at this point, because I am at the top, I am close to the top of the social totem pole,
right?
You know?
But if things are already so corrupt,
right,
is that him playing in the corruption and just having fun with it?
I'm going to create a problem that then I will fix,
right again, so is he the final boss?
I think so. And I think
Wait, so is it a cabal or not? So if it's a cabal, then he's not the final boss.
Well, okay. That's why I brought up the whole idea of like the he's Palpatining this, right? Like he's setting up a situation where he can get, you know, emergency powers, all that stuff. Right? Like where
but he already is the most powerful.
Well, not necessarily. He is not at the top of this you know, he's in a you know, a penthouse or whatever.
No, but he is the most highly regarded.
Right. But regarded does not necessarily mean actual literal.
Well, right, but we don't know anybody like that. There is nobody like that in the story. So as far as that goes, my point is that do you think that he is doing this just off of his own personal fucked up motivations, or is he doing this towards a greater end and thus he is not the final boss because it's I have other people that will have to make me be in that.
Yeah,
like, I think like you can't do that kind of thing alone. Like you need other people.
I think he will
and
be
I brought
doing
the
it.
can as like the example of where this
processed good.
Processed good takes at least 100 or 200 people.
Yeah,
just by itself, right there.
Right. I think it's something where he's doing it for greater purpose and all that stuff. There will be other people that are involved at least tangentially,
and he just leads them. Is what you're saying?
Exactly. Right.
Oh, okay.
He is Darth Vader and Palpatine all in one. You know.
Okay. I feel like I would love to know who sits at this kind of table, kind of in his little penthouse with him.
Right.
But otherwise, I to me, there's something about him that that screams aimless in his like he has
the wife beater and all that.
Yeah. It's the way in which
he's not in a you know pressed suit. Yeah.
Right. It's the way in which he has just constantly a bag of carrots near him.
Yes.
It's the tank top, the white beater tank, the white tank top.
Right.
It's the way in which he's going around and doing all these things personally.
Yes.
It's the severed elephant head that he himself drops there.
Right.
All those things show me that he loves this shit.
Yes.
I don't think he would want to work with other people directly.
Well, and even then,
in almost any way.
Even if you look at the room, there's the like board table and everything.
They're separate,
you know,
I
but
guess.
it's separate. He's got the desk. If he has a meeting with people, they come in and discuss this, and he's over here, right?
Maybe.
You know,
maybe. I guess we're just jumping ahead.
Yeah.
There's at some point going to be a revelation that he owns a company called something or whatever.
Sure. Yeah. Like this is a fantastic villain introduction. We have him here. All right, cool.
We don't know for sure that he is like connected to maybe the Horns conglomerate or whatever.
Right. We don't know exactly how far it goes, but the vibes are absolutely on point. He clearly has plenty of influence. He is absolutely the one moving this plot from multiple angles. And so that's multiple points at which, oh, hey, yeah, maybe we need a dear friend and a big bad wolf to come in and, you know, fuck up his shit.
Right. And clearly we do. And I just love that the story is giving him this much focus and attention here, because him playing both sides is it seems to be clearly that, but why, other than like some of the things that we've seen in fiction in the past, like sure, but I feel like if he was wanting to do something on that Palpatine level, he wouldn't involve himself so much. There are so many ways things can just go wrong. The idea that the rats were introduced suddenly made me thought, oh no, he's definitely Palpatining this, because these rats are extremely helpful. And also 500 little guys going around that have technology that can just synchronize their movements and everything.
That rat had a tiny little phone.
Oh, it's because they have a GPS that allows them to communicate and network.
No, but think about it. This world has developed a phone that's this big.
Jacob, like, how small do you think the microchips are that run your phone right now?
No, totally. Right.
But the only reason it's that big is because of the fucking screen.
Well. Yeah.
No, it's because of the fucking screen and your eyes.
Yeah.
The phone could be smaller. The phone could be a whole lot smaller, but no, you want to be able to see the letters that you're typing in there. No, that was the part where I was like, well, hell yeah, they can have the technology and everything.
I want these rats to continue being characters in this show.
Like, they will, like, for sure. I can definitely tell.
I want the Ratvolution where they realize that he's been, they've been had and all that stuff.
Oh God, yeah, and they eat him.
Sure, yeah, like which also is so fun. The idea of like, oh yes, the size difference with like Legoshi and the the carnivores at the store, right?
Right.
And then we have big herbivore, right? Who also killed another big herbivore in the elephant, and then the smallest, most physically helpless carnivores out there. I know rats also eat other things, but like rats will eat meat. So
for sure. I also wanted to bring up something that's kind of
omnivore, but
kind of just fun and just a little bit different here. But like, if they're handing out the energy drink as like a thing for free for people to have and stuff.
Yeah, first taste is free and all that.
Yeah. Well, again, it's the kind of thing where it's hard to trace, I guess, from the police perspective, what it was that made them do this and why and how and all that stuff. But sure. I guess the part that
because even if it's an energy drink, if people don't know that it's laced with a bunch of shit.
Right. But I wanted to bring up basically that the reason why this is scary is because what he brought up was not that the drink itself is what's dangerous. It's that if the drink gets given to somebody that does already go to the black market,
has already
eaten meat in that regard, then
it puts
and then
it's
dot. Yeah. Like that's
and
when
then
it gets
see the whole
really
deal
bad.
With the lion, which I gotta say,
that might not even been necessarily like the worst of it. I think that could be the worst of it.
That definitely seemed like the introduction of here you
extreme.
Go. Yeah. Which. Sorry. You were.
I was just gonna say that I think that it could be much worse because it's a cycle. You don't need to be the only supplier. That's what makes this so insidious. Is that it's the drink is just a catalyst. Just a thing to be like, remember that now.
That's a good point. He might not even be the one that's making the drink. He just knows about the drink, has the money to get it in decent quantities, and he's like, I want it to be used in this particular way.
Right. And so if we give it to those that are already about to be criminals, basically,
we can make them actually
criminals because they'll do something.
Yep.
When they don't expect it to.
Right. And I'll have a bunch of vielent criminals that then I can put away.
While they're hopped up on caffeine and animal bones and blood.
Right. Yep.
Like that. So, fuck.
One of the other details that I really liked about this, as far as in-universe immersion and consistency of how the world works, is the idea that it doesn't make the carnivores go into a feeding frenzy most of the time.
Right.
Or not necessarily all the time, although there is kind of this idea that most carnivores have eaten meat at some point.
Well, they were bringing it up more so with the
about
school by it being something where
I had meat
people
the other day.
and maybe even because of the discrimination that's starting to happen in the division,
you think of yourself as I am a carnivore.
They're like, okay, now I'm actually going and doing stuff that
I'm not a person in a society. I am a carnivore.
Right. I can't. Well, in some ways, also, I don't have to hide now because they're already expecting these bad things of me. So I'm just going to go and do something that's not even necessarily bad, but it's just the kind of thing that I would have gotten shamed for before.
Sure.
But,
right.
Yeah.
And so the idea that it won't necessarily always happen.
Yeah.
Does so much for making me believe that it can have this disastrous consequence.
Sure.
And the suppliers will still supply it, right? Because otherwise, the you know, if it's some like I must, you know, assert my territory or whatever, and I'm in this crazy hopped up carnivore frenzy. Well, there's other carnivores that gave you that drink, and they'd be the first people to get attacked, and that would kind of naturally like. You know, limit the actual spread of this stuff, but because it's not a guarantee, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I hope they. Yeah. I am seeing ways in which very quickly the story might need to frame itself a little bit more narrowly pretty quickly because things could get, not in terms of like a plot hole sense, but in some ways it has always kind of been this problem with the Beastars show and story that because it takes place within the school, or it has up until now, we don't have to answer a lot of the world-building questions that would naturally come up in a world like this that don't make sense at all. Mm-hmm. But now we're in this society where, in some ways, we're already showing examples of the world-building coming about in very
which makes sense
smooth ways.
Which makes sense then why the final season is so much bigger, because it's the
we're tackling
the final arc, but also it is an introduction of a whole bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, we're tackling the actual problem, which is that herbivores run society as it is right now.
Right.
And the reason why that is due to a couple very dark things that might be going on under the surface. So, very
I'm here
cool.
for it.
Yeah. But, all right.
Justice for the rats.
Yeah, justice for the rats, for sure. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.